Alright, welcome to game 9 of the best of 9 between Gloriaz, aka the Lizard, versus ilovebaskets. And yeah, game 9. Baskets is officially won, but we are playing all 9 games. Baskets is at 5 games won to Gloriaz's 3 games won. Baskets just spectacularly lost his king in feudal age, not even into feudal age, dark age, to castle fire. Very unfortunate for him. But now we're into game number 9, which is Chaos Pit. Chaos Pit, as you'll soon see, is a map where there's very limited gold in the middle of the map, so kind of the opposite of Gold Rush, which was their second game, and instead all the gold's on the outside but behind a layer of wood. So very important that you chop through that as soon as possible. As you can see, Baskets has gone for Incas here. The reason, because they're very good with towers, their villagers can be very strong with some blacksmith upgrades. And then the choice for the Lizard was Vikings, which might have been a counterplay to Incas. I'm not sure. But the thing with Incas is they're going to tower your TC, they're going to tower your stone, they're going to tower your berries, and they're going to tower wherever you collect wood. They're just going to make it hell for you. So I'm heavily favoring Baskets in this game. And I think if the Lizard can pull this off, all credit goes to him. So right now they're fighting for the final $10 in this $100 show match. Whoever wins each game wins $10, and then the winner, who has already been determined to be Baskets, gets $10 as well. Okay. Let's just calling out Lamer Boy. Maybe just because he sees Baskets out here with the sheep. Oh, or because he runs his TC into the town center. Oh no, he doesn't lose his boar. He says 11, never mind. Okay. So yeah, a little bit weaker there, and it's very important to find where your opponent is going to build his lumber camp. Baskets pretty much put it as close, not quite as close to where his, as close to his TC as possible. Getting a bit messy there with the sheep eco, but no one wants to lose their sheep to their opponent, of course, so they're keeping it as close to the town center and all their villages as possible. Big misplay here by Gloriaz for not building the lumber camp on the outer edge so he'd be able to collect gold. I mean, once you get to it, you kind of just think it might be the furthest point, but in fact it's not. So he might have to rebuild that lumber camp, and that will definitely affect his time. He might have to just completely rethink his strategy. That's partially why I think Baskets scouted this first. He needs to fix this town center point. Alright, he just only needs 4 villas out there for his strategy to work. And then berries next, I'm thinking. With Incas, you don't have to build extra houses, which is another advantage, especially if everything's getting chaotic, you don't have enough wood for a house. Just one thing you don't have to worry about as often. Maybe that's why they're calling Lamer Boy, because the eagle here is just being a nuisance to these villagers who don't have loom yet, and he's pulling sheep away. Just being a little, you know, Chaos Pit is all about being annoying to your opponent and just coming up with strategies that make you giggle. Maybe not giggle, but you know, things you don't get to try super often. And Gloriaz has a weak scout, so I think he'll just push deer. Basket seems like he's going to go with the same. Gloriaz getting house. Yeah, I mentioned the house thing. It's just something that happens. Seems like there was a pause. And I think this will be the last time you'll ever see the Lizard in the score lead, because I'm heavily favoring Baskets. What's going on, guys? I think it's just a pause. Yeah, or lag? I'm not sure. I mean, they are both streaming at the same time, so we could see some other noise going on from that. Continuing to push deer. Easy hit against the scout. Eagle's not going to be able to catch up to it, I don't think. But yeah, that scout's pretty weak. So I think one thing that Baskets could do is try to figure out where the Vikings player, where the lizard is getting his wood line. I don't think Baskets has found that. Oh, he has found that. Oh wait, no, wrong point of view. He has found that still. Okay, so Baskets knows where he can send a tower.
Yes.
Alright, there was the pause, and I think the lag is just from the pauses and I don't know what else. Maybe multiple pauses. Now Gloriaz is going to try to find where Baskets' wood line is positioned. So all very good stuff, but yeah, Gloriaz's wood line here is just not what you want to see. He's going for the extra food here. Makes a lot of sense. Housed again. That's hard to see. But again, this is in a best of 9. You know, they're 9 games in. I wouldn't be surprised if Baskets gets housed even as Incas. It's just something that happens when you're this far in. And Lizard missed the lumber camp. Okay, he must assume though the lumber camp's there though. Or somewhere over there. I mean, you're not going to really build a lumber camp much further away from your town center. You're not going to go all the way out here. Unless you have like a teammate with a lumber camp, but this is a 1v1, no teammates. So, neither of them can quite afford to go up to the next age yet. A lot of wood. I mean, when you have 4 in wood, you're not collecting as much food, especially when you send them to wood that early. Basket's going to be the first one up. And I expect him to go out onto stone now. Yeah, there we go. Stone for Baskets with 4 villagers. And then he knows where Gloriaz is. He knows where his food source is. At least one of his food sources. Yeah, it's interesting that Gloriaz had 2 berries pretty close, whereas Basket's second berry is a bit further away. Okay. Basket's going out for wood again? Why? That doesn't make sense to me. Is he trying to find his other berries? No, I think he's just going to try to chop it through. And these guys are going to go out to mine stone. Build a house first so he doesn't get housed. So it almost seems like Baskets has practiced this build order. Scout's going to get down with 1 more hit. The Feudal Age upgrade isn't going to help him too much. And that's going to be very important for Baskets because he's going to have a free unscouted tower. Though these deer might give him away, give his position away if they keep running away. Gloriaz has seen that. Barrack's going up for Gloriaz, so he's thinking man-at-arms, but it's gonna be too late. Baskets is even putting an outpost out first before he shows off his villagers, sending 2 more villagers out here. He's gonna go for the blacksmith first. Blacksmith with a few villagers, tower with the other. Oh no, he canceled the blacksmith. He wants to get the tower up as soon as possible. Which makes sense, you know, you don't have any pressure against your villagers. He probably sees that the barracks hasn't been created yet. And yeah, Gloriaz is going to rush down the tower. If Gloriaz rush downs the tower and Baskets loses villagers, this could be good for Gloriaz. I don't think he can get that tower down. Baskets has enough villagers here. Scout's weak, but you need to still take it out. And yeah. The garrison inside the tower. Heal up a little bit. Stable for Gloriaz. That's not a good choice against Incaville Rush. You generally want infantry. I guess with the stable, the good thing is you can kind of go back and forth. Another tower out for Baskets. And I think now is when he'd want to make his blacksmith. He has just enough wood for it. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Build walls around your tower first. Baskets, in the meantime, has... Oh, he built his blacksmith out here. Okay. I don't think he has any upgrades yet. I might have missed something. No, yeah, he has 50 gold and that lost, and that's just from getting loom. So he's just daisy chaining his towers. I think he wants another tower out here on Gloria's Wood, one right here, which would be very difficult to get up. could help him out. KD is entirely in favor of baskets right now. 3-0, hasn't lost a single villager. And yeah, this is what the Inca Vill Rush does on Chaos Pit. All they need is stone, food, and wood, and they don't need any gold for the Inca Vill Rush. The only gold is going to be used for blacksmith upgrades, and baskets hasn't invested in that yet because it doesn't really need it. There's no counter towers up. There's just a few scouts that he can easily take out with his villagers. At this point, baskets doesn't really need a daisy chain towers, but it is going to make it much easier to get up the penultimate tower on this wood line. What am I seeing? More and more towers, and you can see just how cheap Inca towers are, how easy it is to go in. And no, keep going, baskets. This is how you win the match. You take everyone off wood. I guess you can always make another lumber camp, but that's way more expensive than your towers are to you. And if we look at villager numbers, baskets is still in the lead. I mean, I guess neither of them have been idle, and that's why. Baskets is having a free wood line. He's almost going to be through. How much wood's left? 26 wood left on that forest tree, and then he's through. He can collect gold, get up to castle faster, do whatever he wants faster. And yeah, just more and more towers coming through. And we haven't seen a single counter tower. Yeah, this is too late, bud. You're not getting that tower up. I'm sorry, Lizard. But your berries are gone. You need to get that tower up much, much earlier. And the Inca Vills were just going to rush that down. Look at the range. Did he get fletching? No, he didn't get fletching. It's just the normal range of a tower. I don't really understand this gate. Maybe just to prevent it from walling? Tower's up, but yeah, not looking good. And then if baskets towers this wood line, it would be game, right? I don't know what else Gloriaz can do. He's trying to. He might try to get in here on the wood line. Gloriaz or baskets can go through this hole he's created and then wall behind it, and then Gloriaz doesn't have much of an option. I say that, but you actually have to have baskets do that. Oh, in range of the town center. Okay, that tower wasn't the worst. This might actually work. Might have called it too early. Scouts are trying to get in there. Yeah, I would try to go in here. You can get more scouts around that. Yeah, I think I'm going to play Gloriaz after this game because he's probably not in a great mood. He needs someone to, I don't know, to kill. And this is nice. Gloriaz is going out here on the stone. I think what Gloriaz should have done much, much earlier is tower baskets to stone. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing, though. He's found a way in. Both those stones, stone mines ran out, and he's going to get... Dude, these villagers don't die, though. Alright, they're going to die now, but that's 2 scouts down for 2 villagers. This is why I said scouts wasn't a great option. And more towers up for baskets. If he redirects it to this tower, he can take that one out as well. It has a height advantage. This eagle's going to go down finally. Or not. No. Basket's going to do a great job with that eagle. But he's out on this gold. And once he's up to castle, I think Gloriaz calls it. Gloriaz is collecting more stone, though. And baskets is not. And he doesn't have a barracks, so he can't defend with anything other than villagers. And, you know, the scouts can't out-micro, so I keep wavering back and forth whether this is a good decision or not to have scouts against this type of game plan. I mean, the villagers can fight, but you don't really want to micro villagers around because every time you untask them, they stop attacking. There's no attack stance for villagers, so to speak. But yeah, Gloriaz is just forced out of everything. He could try to go take this boar, or these berries, and that's kind of why this is Chaos Pit, because it just gets into such a messy game. There we go. He lost most of his farm space. One more tower from Baskets, though he's out of stone. So I think Basket's just going to focus on going up now. He has plenty of farms, so it shouldn't take too long. As long as the scouts don't get in, which they won't, just by barely being kept out, Basket should be able to go up. And I think just continuing the towers, though he doesn't have any stones, so he needs to figure out what he wants to do with these guys, and he's going to send them to food. That's good. Or he could try to rush down this tower too, or jump in this tower and take it down with that tower. And Gloriaz is going to come out here to farm. I guess that works. And he's even going to put a tower there. So Gloriaz is going to counter tower now that Baskets is off his stone. It doesn't really have the opportunity to get back on it. And Baskets is just going to let the momentum shift back in the opposing corner. He's suffering for food at the moment. He has a lot of farmers, but it's not doing it for him. I'm not sure why he's not making more farms. He still hasn't collected all of his berries. I think he just really needs to work on his eco. Oh no, this is Gloriaz's eco I was looking at that has way too much food. He desperately needs a market. He doesn't have one already. Yeah, Basket's eco is looking much nicer. Repairing this gate. It's locked so he doesn't accidentally walk out of it. And yeah, now he's going to rush down these vills. Basket's going to rush down Gloriaz's vills with the Inca stronger vills. He has the upgrades on them too. That's the only reason he's not in castle right now. Once he's in castle, I think Eagles to raid, and this is an easy GG. Still disappointed that Baskets didn't get a tower on this wood line. If he'd gotten a tower on the wood line, I think Gloriaz might have reacted, but keeping Gloriaz in the center of the chaos pit, it really facilitates the win. This is kind of tricky for Baskets. You can't let this tower go up because then it'll range his vills, but he can't let that tower stay up while he's trying to fight this vill down. And he's building a market because he realizes he needs a second building before he can go up to Castle Age. And he's back on the stone as well, so he can produce more towers. A little bit of a lapse. Oh, but they got in here. The scouts got in on this gate. So these villagers are going to have to fight back these scouts, which, you know, they can do somewhat easily. And Basket's going to re-wall. He needs to re-wall this house too. Please, Basket. No. Basket. Come on. I know you have a lot to worry about. Oh, that quick wall almost worked. It was just one chop. Alright, this isn't the end of the world for Baskets. He's still going to be up in the Imperial Age once this market gets completed. I don't know why it didn't get completed, to be honest. And these scouts can't fight Inca vills. One more wall right there, please, Basket. Meanwhile, Gloriaz is chopped through as well, so he can get to this gold once he realizes it. And he's going to try to force down some towers. So he's actually reacting this pretty well. I'm kind of surprised he still has score lead, to be honest. I think Baskets really needed to hit that wood line. Let's look at the vill counts. Still fairly similar. And Baskets is... Where is he going with these lumberjacks? Baskets up to Castle Age now. And I'm really curious as to what he's going to go for. I imagine he goes for infantry because he already has the upgrades for that infantry. Needs one more wall here. Going for another lumber camp out there with these lumberjacks. But remember, there's still scouts out here. That could be a real big pain. And he sees them now that the scouts attack. Villagers have their farming space protected. And one more tower going up. Going to prevent that market from going up, so Gloriaz isn't going to be able to click up to the next age. Though he still needs to come out here and grab some gold. He seems to have lost a lot of lumberjacks, and I think he just retasked them to farms and such. And Basket's securing himself another stone with this tower as well. I'm really wondering how Basket's lost that gate. I think it might have just been the villager repaired it all the way, and then Baskets forgot about it, and then the villager stopped repairing. Oh, he's out here on the gold. That's what happened. Okay. The villager stopped repairing, just stood there as the gate went down. Basket's buying wood, and Lizard's selling a bunch of wood. Alright. And Lizard's up to Castle Age as well. He didn't get that market up, but... What? Oh, he got it up here. Okay, he rebuilt it. And Baskets is probably going to be going Eagles. And he's up to Castle Age, getting Horse Collar. Lizard could eventually get Knights to defend against the Eagles, but he's not quite in that position yet. I don't want to say Baskets invested too much in towers. I think he just placed them. There had been more favorable placing. I really thought he would be much further ahead. And Gloriaz rung his town bell. I should get an emote for that. The town bell emote once I finally get somewhere on my Twitch channel. Once I get rid of this streaming issue. I just realized the score... No, the score's still correct. I did update it before the game. And we have our first Eagle Scout, or second Eagle Scout. I guess the first one was the beginning of the game. Second Eagle Scout coming out now, ready to raid some villagers that are exposed on these farms. I don't know if Baskets has actually seen this farming yet. Yeah, he's seen some of it. He saw that corner right there. Yep. And now he's going to come in and... I mean, there's some weak vills here. The Eagle Scout has some advantages, only taking a little bit of damage from those villagers, but Baskets can wait until he has more, and he gets Eagle Warrior in before he really commits to that. It looks like Lizard's going to be going Knights, 2 stables there. He's got Forging on the way. Interesting that he went Forging first, unless he already has the other upgrade. Baskets, is he going for Eco? No, he's walling up for right now. 1 town center still. And he's just going to raid the shit out of Gloriaz, Lizard. But the Knights are going to be able to defend well against the Eagles, so... I'm curious... Oh, castle push. Of course! How could it be anything other than a castle push versus Incas? And then Incas are going to have... didn't need to use all the villagers for that, but Incas are going to have Kamyuks after that, which are, you know, the original Steppe Lancer. And yeah, this castle's going up for sure. Elite Eagle, Kamyuk. There's not much that Gloriaz is going to be able to do against that unless he switches into archers as well, which he hasn't done anything to invest in yet. Like, he hasn't fletching on for his towers yet. But he has a siege workshop, so he's just going to, you know, give the pressure right back to him. Gloriaz does have a town center on the outside. Baskets has yet to make one of those. And it's not for lack of having the resources. Oh, he doesn't have the stone for it. Baskets now with way too much wood. I think he needs to start farming on the outside of the map where he's safe. Well, where did this villager go? Destroy the wall. Oh, I missed her. She's right here. So she's going to wall further out, it seems. Just go for the... Wait, you didn't get the castle up? What? How'd you get a doubt castle? I thought he had everything walled off pretty well. But I guess a lapse of consciousness and he wasn't paying attention to what was happening. No Kamyuks to fight these knights. Baskets really needed that. The tower is slowly going to push away the knights. They're kind of stuck here with the Eagle Warriors. Of course they do better against the Eagle Warriors. Oh, there's a little gap right there. That's what Baskets didn't see, I think. And if he re-walls that... Oh! Try to get a little bit too... Oh, no, Baskets! Don't doubt castle again! Oh, this is turning to Gloriaz's favor. Gloriaz has the eco on the outside. Mining camps could be better. Baskets does not have the eco on the outside. Baskets floating way too much wood. And he's buying stone now so he can build TCs on the outside. 71% on this castle. And he doesn't really have eco for anything else. Yeah, I don't know what to say, Basket. 1 TC going down here. Oh, another town center there because he wants more stone. Alright, this one he was able to wall. Oh, no, wall. Baskets. Oof, that was a close one. Well done there. But he's going to have to continue to repair while he's trying to put this town center up. So that might be a little tricky. But it is distracting the knights. How many... not a ton of spears or barracks from baskets. I guess spears don't take that much time to create. Baskets on 3 TCs eventually. As long as... yeah, the knights are in. Okay. Oh, baskets! No! Oh, I feel bad for him. And the villagers just scouting on the outside of the map. Okay. So baskets could send eagles out to the outside here. This is really getting into an interesting game. Back and forth. Baskets just having the Doubt Castle and the Doubt Town Center. He really needs to, you know, kind of shift his mindset a little bit. Can't rely on just straight buildings to win the fight for you. Get back out of the tower mounts mindset and into the military mindset. Because now Gloriaz has a strong advantage with all these knights. And baskets, he can try to just keep walling out on the outside. He's just going to go for the boom. I think he realized that he doesn't have the advantage when it comes to buildings. If he can get enough spears and he can get his numbers up and get the pikeman upgrade, he can get this castle up. And that's a lot of farm economy that he'll be denying. He is going on 3 town centers with the 4th one, you know, forever in I don't know, the Shadow Realm. The land of unbuilt buildings. And Baskets has fixed his his wood floating issue with all the town centers he's built. But he has a gap. He has a gap from earlier. And now he's going to lose villagers out here where they're very exposed. I think he needs to get this castle up, and he's doing that, yeah. He can't defend everywhere, and the castle is gonna be very helpful. These knights are gonna go down if they don't run away. And Basket's gonna try to wall. Can he get his quick walls off? He can. Alright, Basket's quick walls are looking far better now. Are the knights gonna go through? I think they're gonna go through. Baskets? Oh, no. Basket's just a little bit late with each of his quick walls. I guess they're kind of trapped here, so he'll be able to trade against them or stop them. But the castle's up. And with the castle comes Kameyuks. Look at these beautiful boys. Now I think, as long as Baskets can get his walls properly, he should be in an alright situation. Though he is going to be pressured quite a bit right now, and his eco's going to be down. These Eagle Warriors can't find the target they're looking for. All those villagers on the Lumberjack start chasing an Eagle Warrior. Great migration. And Basket's still going to keep trying to pick him off. Hit and run, Baskets. Hit and run. Three for one? Before the knights get in? I think so. Yep, 3 for 1. Not a terrible trade. And now the villager count is at 47 for Baskets and 50 for the Lizards. So if Baskets can send one more of these eagles in and trade with 3 more villagers, they will be even. Look at that. Baskets has so many houses already that he's at 200 pop of house space. He should just really wall this off, though. That way his villager doesn't try to go around. Knights don't keep coming in. Just finish walling, Baskets. You easily win this game if you wall your map. Gloriaz now going out to multiple town centers, and I don't know if he's trying to panic house anywhere. Yeah, there's the houses. He has one that's 80% done, but he's going to try to build new ones. And the knights are coming in from the outside now. I mean, it wouldn't matter which way they're coming in because Baskets seem incapable of finishing his walls. But, you know, he obviously has other things to worry about, like his $80 that I owe him for winning the first 8 games. Or first 5 games. Spoke out of turn there. Might be $80 by the end of this. No, max is 70 because he lost his king in the last game. If he wins this, he gets 70 bucks from me. And now Baskets is making some eagles on the outside to try to raid on the outside. Look at this. Knights running away from Eagle Warriors. You don't see that every day. Knights out on here on the outside of Baskets' periphery. Trying to pick off some villagers. Baskets is doing a good job reacting to them. Is Baskets going to wall though? No, he's just going to try to run his bills back. And now he should really wall though. Please, Baskets. Wall your base. Finish walling. You have cheaper stone buildings. You have what it takes to wall. How many Kamiyuks do you have? There's a decent amount of Kamiyuks, so that's why he didn't ever upgrade to pikemen. He knew he just needed a little bit of pikes and some distractions, and he'd be able to get Kamiyuk. Wouldn't have to invest the gold into the pikeman upgrade. Villager count, Baskets is now in the lead. Or no, it's dead even. So after a very interesting feudal age with many towers, which I thought Baskets was going to win in feudal, he now is up against Vikings, who are kind of forced into knights right now, which isn't the best unit. But if they get into berserkers, which would also be difficult, it might change. I still think Gloriaz could bring this around. He does have the score lead still, and Baskets is kind of just, you know, he's staying condensed. He doesn't really want to deal with too many raids. He's coming out here on the right side of the periphery to expand a bit more. He has scouted quite a bit of the map, so props to him. And then look at the Kamiyuks just doing damage against these knights. I just want him to go like full Kamiyuk Eagles. I think that can do so much damage. And let's just go on archery range now. So Kamiyuk Eagle versus Knight Archer could be a very interesting matchup. Knight's trying to find something to pick off on the outside. I mean, Chaos Pit really is living up to its name. I think the Kamiyuks can kill these villagers as well. They're a bit slower than I remember them. I thought they were faster. I think couriers might make them faster. Let me grab some water real quick. The Knights from Gloriaz are doing a really good job of just keeping the chaos of Chaos Pit intact. Just one Eagle Warrior there from Baskets. He's really focusing on eco now, but he has taken score lead. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 TCs. He finally got that one on the right finished and built, and he's collected all the stone from it. And I think he's gonna castle drop. Beautiful. If he has to bring his Kamiyuks over though. And this is good timing because it's before there's too many elite skirms from Gloriaz. But if Baskets messes up the tower drop or the walling again, I'm going to be very disappointed in him. I think there's no gap there. I'm no pro, and the Kamiyuks are here. All right, Baskets is doing a good job with this. I am pleased. Can't find the Kamiyuks. Basket's also up to the Imperial Age, or on the way up. Alright, I was really, you know, I was having issues there, seeing the number of times Baskets has failed, had doubt castled or doubt town centered, but he's doing a good job here. A monastery for Blizzard, so he's going to go for the relics. Makes sense. He does have map control because he has the more mobile units. You could argue that Incas are going to have just as much mobility with their Eagle Warriors, but Eagle Warriors can't fight Knights very well. So due to that, they're going to be okay. And look at that, Baskets castling again to really deny everything. Bad fight, Kamiyuks for skirms. That's a waste of Kamiyuks. Those guys aren't that cheap. Baskets really needs to bring out the elite Eagle Warrior once he's up to Imp. He's look like he's still in building mode. Gonna get a lot of kills. What do you say? You sure like your castles, don't you? Yeah, Baskets in the land, what was it, Land Madness game did a castle push with Franks, who also get cheaper castles. And yeah, he's just doing a great job with the castles. Oh, I didn't even see this. A ram trying to take out one of One of baskets is 4 town centers or 5 town centers. And I think they can do it, actually, with the knights here. Though, to be honest, there's not much here for baskets. And he's up to Imperial Age. Plate mail on the way. And I think Elite Eagle will be after that. Kind of surprised baskets didn't jump out a little bit more. And Lizard's like, I don't really want to play this anymore. GG. Well done. And let's see if we can get an interview from boys. About what they think. That was good timing. Hey, Gloriaz. That was really nice games.
Yeah, you liked them?
Yeah. A few things that I was thinking during the match. Neither you or Baskets looked super confident on Nomad. Do you play Nomad often?
No, I actually haven't played it for years, I think.
Okay.
Oh my lord. Some of those games.
Yeah, I can think of one in particular. I don't think he got to Feudal Age.
Yeah, well. No comment.
Yeah, I've done the same thing.
I had my scout and king mis-hotkeyed, so I switched the hotkey. So I had my scout running back to the town center and my king running towards the fucking wherever.
That's good. I was just talking to or casting and saying how normally players are pretty good, especially at this level, and you know they're good about once Feudal Age hits and scouts become faster, they bring their king back home, and then you run into a castle.
Oh my god. My Dark Age was super good too.
Yeah, both you guys look pretty good, pretty smooth. The only thing was your scout almost died from the boar.
Yeah, it was just like a lag spike.
No, that's what I figured.
Joe Manol, I'm sorry you had to watch an ad again. I gotta make that quarter of a cent.
I think the most impressive play I saw a game was when Baskets killed a boar with 3 villagers in Nomad with the lag spike that hit him.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
it wasn't registering the hit points going down, so I was like, all right, we're just gonna see what happens.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was well done. And then Gloriaz really stuck in that land or the Chaos Pit game. I thought Incas was a sure win early on, but you had the Vil lead for quite a while, and I don't think Baskets was necessarily idle.
The last game you mean with Vikings?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Vikings are a decent counter because with the free wheelbarrow, you don't have to take fights against the villagers.
Yeah, agreed.
True. Yeah.
At Baskets, that game, you were having so much trouble walling. It was so hard to watch.
I don't want to talk. I had trouble walling this whole series. The Arabia game, it was just like knights running into my base, knights running out of my base, knights running into my base.
Yeah, credit to you, Gloriaz, for doing that.
The Celts mirror game, I was so annoyed that I lost all my X-bow. I had like 30 of them or something. I thought, they cannot get to Arbalest, so let's just throw them.
Yeah, I was so convinced you were also going FC, and then you went to Castle Age at like 10:30, and I was like, oh, I have to defend. Shit.
Yeah, with many times, yeah.
I didn't realize that Champion didn't do well against Elite Woad. I thought they were equal.
Yeah, so Woads actually like annihilate Champions because they're faster. So the animation to attack resets a lot quicker.
Okay, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, speed
they're
does matter.
They're statted just about the same. They have 1 less armor, melee armor, and 10 more hit points.
Okay.
So 1-on-1 they trade almost equally, but in large masses, the woes like
Speed.
absolutely win.
Makes a lot of sense.
And the only reason I know that is because I remember watching an old Doubt versus Jordan game where it was a Celts mirror and they both went exclusively Woad Raiders.
Yeah, that was.
And I was like, all right, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, I
was
didn't
thinking
really
about going
know about
Slotstick.
the crossbow pick though. Why'd you go crossbow on that, Gloriaz?
Yeah, Joe's super
I
good.
don't know. I just felt like I did a lot of damage with my man at arms, so I thought maybe I can finish it now with X-bow, you know. But
That makes sense.
Yeah, I
'cause
lost 2 villagers.
your
which was
first
not
ones were doing really good. Baskets again, the theme of the tournament. Had trouble walling by his gold. So
I did not know that that was open. I'll be honest.
yeah, I figured. And then yeah, it's just that because Oasis is a closed map, there wasn't a ton of opportunity for the crossbow to go in. So I think what I would have liked to see is a bit more siege
yeah.
investment.
Pike siege push would have been better, maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, you did invest a lot in the crossbow. But it was paying off too, so I kept second guessing myself and I was like, oh wait, no, maybe this will work.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice games from both you
But
guys.
yeah, at one point I just ran all of them in the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I figured you were just trying to trade them as best you could because you realized they weren't
Yeah,
going to be
yeah.
that important later. So
Yeah, I knew they couldn't get to Arbalest, so
right.
that's what I did.
One mistake I think we both did was not attack the opposite side of the map earlier.
On the Oasis game, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Gloriaz was going out there much earlier, but then once you got the advantage in military numbers, especially with Elite Woad, you were able to take that back really quickly.
Interesting.
Yeah, so Baskets, you really like your castle pushes, don't you?
I honestly never make castles, and these were I've built more castles this set than I think I ever have.
Really?
I was taking a note out of Aurelius's book.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, the Franks match, you were just daisy chaining castles. I was like, oh, this is going to be so tedious. Land Madness, you don't have a ton of gold, but it doesn't matter if you're Franks because you can just castle push. And then this Inca game, doing the same thing. Though you had some doubt castles and town centers there.
Oh yeah.
That was the worst to
My
watch.
big problem is I don't know how to play these like maps where you need a different build order. So like a map where you don't get boars, I just like really struggle on.
Yeah.
Because I'm just so used to playing fucking Arabia.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but yeah, you guys both. It takes so much longer to get up to feudal age when you don't have that boar.
Yeah. Oh, my internet's spiking again. Fuck.
Yeah, my internet died with the first game once we got into the game room, and it was like, nope. And I even called up my internet service provider, and they're like, well, do you have an Ethernet cable? And I was like, nope, that's the problem.
Yeah, I tried to use an Ethernet cable with mine, and it just doesn't work for whatever reason. So
Interesting.
yeah, those were fun games.
Yeah, very well done. So
I was so upset. I wanted to play Regicide Fortress because I liked Regicide Fortress.
Yeah, I figured you were exciting for. You're gonna go like Chukanu Siege Ram.
Yeah.
And then Gloriaz, what were you gonna do? Paladin Skirm.
I wanted to go 3TC Boom and then make Kongs as well.
Okay.
And then in Imperial Age, yeah, Paladin.
Yeah.
Skirms.
Basket's second map was really good with the tower placement, so I didn't think Conks were going to be able to do too much. Obviously, you wouldn't know that until you scouted it. But yeah, it didn't really matter. So Baskets, you won 6 games plus the 10, or plus the win, so that'll be $70 for you, and then Gloria's $30 coming your way sooner rather than later, hopefully. I don't actually know how I'm going to pay you guys yet, but we'll figure it out.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for adding it to the pool, man.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah, I hope you get some good content from it.
Yeah, I think so.
And I hope that we somehow skip this week of Age of Empires top fails of the week.
Oh, yeah, I don't have enough time to do all of them, but yeah, I think you would have filled them out easily, Baskets.
Oh my God.
But yeah, congratulations on the win, guys.
Thank you.
Or wins and games.
Yeah, GG's.